Education Organizations and Government Education Depts by U.S. State. Chapter 1. Education Organizations and Government Education Departments by U.S. State 1. Alabama Education Organization Websites. Alabama.gov, Alabama Homepage. alsta.edu, Alabama Department of Education, Directory of K-12 Schools, Academic Standards, Education News. acs.cc.al.us, Alabama Department of Post-Secondary Education, Directory of Colleges/Universities, Adult Education. aac.state.al.us, Alabama Commission on Higher Education, General Information about Student Aid Programs. aasfaaonline.org, Alabama Association of Student Financial Aid Administration, serves financial aid professionals. ahsaa.com, Alabama High School Athletic Association, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index, team schedules. Statelibrary.alabama.gov, Alabama State Library, Directory of Public Libraries, publications, newspapers, research assistance. Alabama Administrative Code.state.al.us/docs/ed/index.html, Alabama State Board of Education Code, Teacher Certification, Transportation, Education Accountability. MyAEA.org, Alabama Education Association, advocate organization that leads the movement for excellence in education. PTA.org, National Parent-Teacher Association (PTA), provides parents and families with a powerful voice to speak. Alaska Education Organization websites. Alaska.gov, Alaska homepage. eed.state.ak.us/tls/assessment/hsgqe.html, high school practice test. alsta.edu, Alaska Department of Education, Directory of K-12 Schools, Academic Standards, Grants. AlaskaAdvantage.state.ak.us, Alaska Commission on Post-Secondary Education, Directory of Colleges/Universities, Financial Aid. eed.state.ak.us, Alaska Department of Education and Early Development, Parents and Students, Educators and Administrators. ASA.org, Alaska School Activities Association, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index, team schedules. Statelibrary.alabama.gov, Alaska State Library, Directory of Public Libraries, publications, newspapers, research assistance. Allegis.state.ak.us/cgi-bin/folio-isa.dll/AAC, Alaska Administrative Code, Title IV Education and Early Development. Students' Rights and Responsibilities. NEAalaska.org, Alaska Education Excellence in Education. Arizona Education Organization websites. az.gov/webapp/portal, Arizona homepage. ade.state.az.us, Arizona Department of Education, Directory of K-12 Schools, Academic Standards, Education News. azhired.gov, Arizona Commission for Post-Secondary Education, Directory of Colleges/Universities, Financial Aid/Grants. aiaonline.org, Arizona Interscholastic Association, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index, team schedules. lib.az.us, Arizona State Library. statemuseum.arizona.edu, Arizona State Museum, Education, Events and Programs, Library, Research, Preservation. Collections. azsos.gov/public_services/title_07/7-02.htm. Arizona Administrative Code, Curriculum Requirements and Special Programs, Special Education School Budget. azlg.state.az.us/Arizona Revised Statutes.asp Title =15, Arizona State Legislature, Title 15 Education, Parental Involvement, Early Graduation, Safety Requirements. ArizonaEA.org, Arizona Education. Arkansas Education Organization websites. ar.gov, Arkansas homepage. Arkansas.org, Arkansas Department of Education, Directory of Public Libraries, Publications, Newspapers. arcsped.k12.ar.us, Arkansas Department of Education, Special Education, Directory of K-12 Schools, Academic Standards. arkansashired.com/aidprograms.html, Arkansas Department of Higher Education, Directory of Colleges/Universities, Financial Aid, Grants. ahsaa.org, Arkansas Activities Association, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index, Team Schedules. 170.94.58.9/nxt/gateway.dll, f equals templates and fn equals default.htmandvid equals blr code, Arkansas Code, Laws and Statutes, HTML, Title VI Education, Post-Secondary, Higher and Special Education, Public Support Resource. aeaonline.org, Arkansas Education. California Education Organization websites. ca.gov/state/portal/mica_homepage.jsp, California homepage. cde.ca.gov, California Department of Education, Directory of K-12 Schools, Academic Standards, Education News. csac.ca.gov, California Student Aid Commission, Directory of Colleges/Universities, Cal Grant Awards. cpec.ca.gov, California Post-Secondary Education Commission, Directory of Colleges/Universities, Improving Teaching. cfstate.org, California Interscholastic Federation, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index, Team Schedules. library.ca.gov, California State Library, Assistance. leginfo.ca.gov/cgi-bin/cala w query code section =edcand code body =anhits =20, California Education Code, Head Start, Adult Education, School Nutrition, Internet, Taxes, Aid, Safety. cta.org, California Education Excellence in Education. hect.org, Home Economics Careers and Technology, California Department of Education, Professional Development Activities. Colorado Education Organization websites. Colorado.gov, Colorado homepage. cde.state.co.us, Colorado Department of News. state.co.us/cche, Colorado Commission on Higher Education, Directory of Colleges/Universities, Financial Aid, Grants. chsaa.org, Colorado High School Athletic Association, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index, Team Schedules. cde.state.co.us/index_library.htm, Colorado State Library, Directory of Public Libraries, Publications, Newspapers, Research Assistance. mickey.com/colorado/lbex.dll, f equals templates and fn equals main.h.htmand, Mickey's Legal Resources. coloradoea.org, Colorado Education Excellence in Education. Connecticut Education Organization websites. ct.gov, Connecticut homepage. state.ct.us/sde, Connecticut Department of Education. ctde.org, Connecticut Department of Higher Education, Directory of Colleges/Universities, Financial Aid, Grants. cassiac.org, Connecticut Interscholastic Athletic Conference, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index, Schedules. cslib.org, Connecticut State Library, Directory of Public Libraries, Publications, Newspapers, Assistance. cga.ct.gov, Connecticut General Assembly. cga.ct.gov, Browse Statutes. Title 10 Education and Culture. Title 10 Estate System of Higher Education, Connecticut Student Loan Foundation, Health and Facilities. cea.org, Connecticut Education Association. Delaware Education Organization websites. Delaware.gov, Delaware homepage. doe.state.de.us, Delaware Department of Education, Directory of K-12 Schools, Academic Standards, Education News. doe.state.de.us/hi-ed/scholarships.htm, Delaware Higher Education Commission, Directory of Colleges/Universities, Financial Aid, Grants. doe.state.de.us/programs/dia, Delaware Interscholastic Athletic Association, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index, Schedules. state.lib.de.us/collection_development/electronic_resources/Delaware, Delaware State Library, Directory of Public Libraries, Publications, Research Assistance. delcota.delaware.gov/title14/index.shtml, Delaware Education Code, School System, Decision Making, Charter Schools, Certification, Security, Taxes. dsea.org, Delaware Education. Florida Education Organization websites. myflorida.com, Florida homepage. fern.edu/do, Florida Department of Education. Florida Student Financial-Aid.org/ssfad/home/uamain.asp, Florida Student Financial Assistance, Directory of FHSAA.org, Florida High School Athletic Association. dlist.dos.state.fl.us, Florida State Library, Assistance. flsenate.gov/statutes, Florida Education Code, Title SLAE 8th K-20 Education Code, Educational Choice, Student/Parental Rights. fiaweb.org, Florida Education. Georgia Education Organization websites. Georgia.gov, Georgia homepage. doe.k12.ga.us, Georgia Department of Education, Directory of K-12 Schools, Academic Standards, Education News. dtae.org, Technical and Adult Education, oversees the state's system of technical colleges. gsfc.org/gsfc/gsfc_index.cfm, Georgia Student Finance Commission, Directory of Colleges/Universities, Financial Aid, Grants. gacollegesavings.com, College Savings Program, 529 Plan, Tax Advantages to Parents and Others Who Save for a Child's Future. ghsa.net, Georgia High School Association, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index, Team Schedules. gp.org, Georgia Partnership, Excellence in Education, in cooperation with Georgia School Boards Association. gpls.public.lib.ga.us, Georgia State Library. lexis-nexis.com/hot topics/ga code/default.asp, Georgia Education Code, LexisNexis, Title 20 Education, Scholarships, Learning, Post-Secondary Education. gae.org, Georgia Education. Hawaii Education Organization websites. hawaii.gov/portal, Hawaii homepage. librarieshawaii.org, Hawaii State Library. doe.k12.hi.us, Hawaii Department of Education. hhsaa.org, Hawaii High School Athletic Association, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index, Team Schedules. courts.state.hi.us/index.jsp, Hawaii Judiciary, Court Tours, History Center, Learn the Law, Speakers Bureau, Volunteer. hsda.org, Hawaii Education. Idaho Education Organization websites. id.gov, Idaho homepage. sde.state.id.us/department, Idaho Department of Education, Directory of K-12 Schools, Academic Standards, Education News. idahoboardof.org/scholarships.asp, Idaho State Board of Education, Directory of Colleges/Universities, Financial Aid, Grants. idhsaa.org, Idaho High School Activities Association. lily.org, Idaho State Library, Directory of Public Libraries, Publications, newspapers, research assistance. idaho.gov/id-stat/toc/33ftoc.html, Idaho Education Statutes, Title 33, Teachers, Transportation, Safety, Exceptional Children, Scholarships. idahoea.org, Idaho Education. Illinois Education Organization websites. Illinois.gov, Illinois homepage. isb.state.il.us, Illinois State Board of Education, Directory of K-12 Schools, Academic Standards, Education News. ibhe.state.il.us, Illinois Board of Higher Education, Directory of Colleges/Universities, Financial Aid, Grants. ihsa.org, Illinois High School Association. cyberdrive.illinois.com/departments/library/home.html, Illinois State Library. ilga.gov/legislation/ilcs/ilcs.asp, Illinois Education Statutes, Education, Schools, Higher Education, Educational Labor Relations. iena.org, Illinois Education. Indiana Education Organization websites. in.gov, Indiana homepage. doe.state.in.us, Indiana Department of Education, Directory of K-12 Schools and Data, Academic Standards, ISTEP. state.in.us/SSACI, Indiana College Grant and Award Information. in.gov/SSACI, State Student Assistance Commission of Indiana, Mission, make college affordable through need-based grants. ihsaa.org/main.shdm, Indiana High School Athletic Association. in.gov/sos/securities/investmentwatch, Indiana investmentwatch.com, Secretary of State, Educational Outreach, Investor Education Fact Sheet. che.state.in.us, Indiana Commission for Higher Education, Student Information, Grants, Colleges and Universities, Higher Ed. statelib.lib.in.us, Indiana State Library, a C-STAN span class equals style 35, CE. LearnMoreIndiana.org, LearnMoreIndiana.org, College, Careers, K-12 Academic, Pre-K, Need to Know, Student, Parents. CollegeChoicePlan.com, CollegeChoicePlan.com, College Choice 529 Investment Plan. TripToCollege.org, TripToCollege.org, a step-by-step guide. Making college a reality for Indiana families. isb.butler.edu, Indiana School for the Blind, provides preschool through high school education for young people. DeafHoosiers.com, Indian School for the Deaf, promotes academic and social excellence for deaf and hard of hearing. in.gov/dnr/nrec, Indiana Department of Natural Resources, DNR, Education and Workshops, Wildlife, Forestry, Water, Fishing. in.gov/legislative/ic/code/title 20, Indiana Statutes Education Code, Title 20. Education, School Teachers, High Ability Students, Transportation. educationalsuccesses.org, Educational Success, Foster Youth, ensuring that foster kids are connected to college resources. AskRose.org, Rose Holman, Institute of Technology's Homework Hotline, free math/science help in grades 6 to 12. ISTA-in.org, Indiana Education Excellence in Education. Iowa Education Organization websites. Iowa.gov, Iowa homepage. state.ia.us/educate, Iowa Department of Education. IowaCollegeAid.org, Iowa College Student Aid Commission, Directory of Colleges/Universities, Financial Aid, Grants. IASAA.org, Iowa High School Athletic Association, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index, Team Schedules. Silo.lib.ia.us, Iowa State Library, Directory of Public Allegis.state.ia.us/aspx/acodocs/agency-list.aspx, Iowa Education Code, Education Department 281, College Student Aid Commission 283, Higher Education 284. ia.nea.org/index.html, Iowa Education Association. Kansas Education Organization websites. State.ks.us, Kansas homepage. ksbe.state.ks.us/welcome.html, Kansas Department of Education, Directory of K-12 Schools, Academic Standards, Education News. gonsped.org, Kansas Department of Education Student Support, to provide support/improve the outcomes. kansasregents.org/financial_aid/awards.html, Kansas Board of Regents, Student Financial Aid, Grants, State-Funded Graduate Programs. kshsaa.org, Kansas State High School Activities Association, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index, Schedules. skyways.lib.ks.us/Kansas, Kansas State Library. kslegislature.org/legsrv-statutes/index.do, Kansas Education Statutes, Chapter 71 Schools, Community Colleges, Chapter 72 Schools. kania.org, Kansas Education Association. Chapter 2. Education Organizations and Government Education Departments by U.S. State 2. Kentucky Education Organization websites. Kentucky.gov, Kentucky homepage. education.ky.gov/kde/default.htm, Kentucky Department of Education, Directory of K-12 Schools, Academic. cpe.state.ky.us, Kentucky Council on Post-Secondary Education, Directory of Colleges/Universities, Financial. khsaa.org, Kentucky High School Athletic Association, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index, Team Schedules. kysafeschools.org, Kentucky Center for School Safety, disseminate information regarding safety to schools and communities. kdlaw.state.ky.us, Kentucky State Library. lrc.ky.gov/krs/titles.htm, Kentucky Statutes, Title 13 Education, Conduct of Schools, Higher Education Finance, Universities/Colleges. kea.org, Kentucky Education. Louisiana Education Organization websites. Louisiana.gov, Louisiana homepage. doe.state.la.us/lde/index.html, Louisiana Department of Education, Directory of K-12 Schools, Academic Standards, Education News. osfa.state.la.us, Louisiana Office of Student Financial Assistance, Directory of Colleges/Universities, Financial Aid. lhsaa.org, Louisiana High School Athletic Association, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index, Team Schedules. state.lib.la.us, Louisiana State Library, Directory of Public Libraries, Publications, Newspapers, Research Assistance. doa.louisiana.gov/osr/lac/title.htm, Louisiana Administrative Code, Title 28. Education, Financial, Assistance, Standards, Safety, Transportation. lae.org, Louisiana Education. Maine Education Organization websites. Maine.gov, Maine homepage. state.me.us/education/homepage.htm, Maine Department of Education, Directory of K-12 Schools, Academic Standards, Education News. Maine.edu, University of Maine System. Directory of Colleges/Universities, Financial Aid, Grants. famemaine.com/html/education/index.html, Finance Authority of Maine, tools to build financial resources and achieve higher education goals. mpa.cc, Maine Principals Association, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index, Team Schedules. State.me.us/MSL, Main State Library, Directory of Public Libraries, Publications, Newspapers, Research Assistants. janus.state.me.us/allegius/statutes, Main Statutes, Title 20 and Title 20A, Education, School Districts, Health, Safety, Teachers, Special Education. Maine.nea.org, Maine Education. Maryland Education Organization websites. Maryland.gov, Maryland homepage. marylandpublicschools.org/msde. mhec.state.md.us, Maryland Higher Education Commission, Directory of Colleges/Universities, Financial Aid, Grants. pratt.lib.md.us/slrc/index.html, Maryland State Library. dsd.state.md.us/comer/annote_code_idx/educindex.htm, Maryland Code, Education Article, Public Schools, Exceptional Children, Higher Education, Financial Aid. mstnia.org, Maryland Education. Massachusetts Education Organization websites. mass.gov, Massachusetts homepage. doe.mass.edu, Massachusetts Department of Education, Directory of K-12 Schools, Academic Standards, News. mass.edu/a_f/home.asp, Massachusetts Board of Higher Education, Directory of Colleges/Universities, Financial Aid, Grants. miaa.net, Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index, Schedules. mlin.lib.ma.us/flash3.html, Massachusetts State Library, Directory of Public Libraries, Publications, Research Assistants. mass.gov/allegius/laws/mgl-pt1-toc.htm, Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 15/15A, Scholarship Programs, Health Insurance, Student Loans. mossteacher.org, Massachusetts Education. Michigan Education Organization websites. Michigan.gov, Michigan homepage. Michigan.gov/MDE, Michigan Department of Education. Michigan.gov/Me Student Aid, Michigan Higher Education Assistance Authority, Directory of Colleges/Universities, Financial Aid. MHSAA.com, Michigan High School Athletic Association, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index, Team Schedules. Michigan.gov/HAL, Michigan State Library, Directory of Public Libraries, Publications, Newspapers, Research Assistants. Legislature.mi.gov/left/KFCBHF551EJE2F45N4XAB1IW right//mildg.aspx ? Page =, chapter index, Michigan Statutes, CH 388, Schools and School Aid, CH 389 Community Colleges, CH 390 Universities. MEA.org, Michigan Education Association. Minnesota Education Organization websites. State.mn.us, Minnesota homepage. Of Education, Directory of K-12 Schools, Academic Standards, Education News. mheso.state.mn.us, Minnesota Higher Education Services Office, Directory of Colleges/Universities, Financial Aid, Grants. mshsl.org, Minnesota State High School League, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index, Team Schedules. education.state.mn.us/intro_ed_support.htm, Minnesota State Library, Assistance. revisor.leg.state.mn.us/statutes, Minnesota Statutes, Chapter 120, 129b, Education Code, Pre-Kindergarten, Grade 12. Chapter 135a, 137, Post-Secondary Education. Chapter 141, 142 Proprietary Schools. EducationMinnesota.org, Minnesota Education. Mississippi Education Organization websites. Mississippi.gov, Mississippi homepage. mde.k12.ms.us, Mississippi Department of Education, Directory of K-12 Schools, Academic Standards, Education News. ihl.state.ms.us/financialaid/default.asp, Mississippi Office of Student Financial Aid, Directory of Colleges and Universities, Financial Aid, Grants. misshsaa.com, Mississippi High School Activities Association, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index, Schedules. mlc.lib.ms.us, Mississippi State Library, Directory of Public Libraries, Publications, Newspapers, Research Assistance. mickey.com/mississippi/lbex.dll, f equals templates and fn equals mainh.htmand equals miscode, Mississippi Code, Mickey's Legal Resources, Title 37 Education, State Testing Program, Exceptional Children. ms.nea.org, Mississippi Education. Missouri Education Organization websites. State.mo.us, Missouri homepage. dees.mo.gov, Missouri Department of Elementary/Secondary Education, Directory of K-12 Schools, Education News. mocbehe.gov, Missouri Department of Higher Education, Directory of Colleges and Universities, Financial Aid, Grants. mshsaa.org, Missouri High School Activities Association, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index, Team. sos.mo.gov/library/default.asp, Missouri State Library. sos.mo.gov/adrules/csr/csr.asp, Missouri Code of State Regulations, Title 5 Department of Elementary/Secondary Education, Title 6 Department of Higher Education. mnea.org, Missouri Education. Montana Education Organization websites. DiscoveringMontana.com, Montana homepage. metnet.state.mt.us, Montana Department of Education. mus.montana.edu/financial_aid.htm, Montana University System, Directory of Colleges/Universities, Financial Aid. mhsa.org, Montana High School Association, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index Team. msl.state.mt.us, Montana State Library, Assistance. data.opi.mt.gov/bills/mca_toc/index.htm, Montana Code Annotated, Title 20 Education, School Districts, Transportation, Finance, Assistance. mea-mft.org, Montana Education. Nebraska Education Organization websites. Nebraska.gov, Nebraska homepage. nde.state.ne.us, Nebraska Department of Education. ccpe.state.ne.us/publicdoc/ccpe/default.asp, Nebraska Commission for Post-Secondary Education, Directory of. nsaame.org, Nebraska Schools Activities Association, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index, Team Schedules. nlc.state.ne.us/index.html, Nebraska State Library. unicam.state.ne.us, Nebraska Legislature, Search Laws, Nebraska Revised Statutes Chapter 79 Schools, Students/Teachers. nsea.org, Nebraska Education Association. Nevada Education Organization websites. nv.gov, Nevada homepage. doe.nv.gov, Nevada Department of Education, Directory of K-12 Schools, Academic Standards, Education News. nevadamentor.org, Nevada Mentor, Directory of Colleges/Universities, Financial Aid, Grants. nevada.ihai.com, Nevada Interscholastic Activities Association, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index, Team schedules. dmla.clan.lib.nv.us/docs/nsla/default.htm, Nevada State Library. leg.state.nv.us, Nevada Legislature. nsea-nv.org, Nevada Education Association. New Hampshire Education Organization websites. nh.gov, New Hampshire homepage. ed.state.nh.us/education, New Hampshire. state.nh.us/postsecondary/index.html, New Hampshire Post-Secondary Education Commission, Directory of Colleges/Universities, Financial Aid. nhiaa.org, New Hampshire Interscholastic Athletic Association, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index, Schedules. state.nh.us/nhsl, New Hampshire State Library, Directory of Public Libraries, Publications, Research Assistance. gencourt.state.nh.us, New Hampshire General Court, Revised Statutes Online. gencourt.state.nh.us/rsa/html/nhtoc.htm, Table of Contents, Title 15 Education, Chapters 186 to 200. Special Education, Home Education, Safety. NENH.org, New Hampshire Education. New Jersey Education Organization websites. nj.gov, New Jersey homepage. state.nj.us/education, New Jersey Education News. state.nj.us/higher-education/index.htm, New Jersey on Commission on Higher Education, Directory of Colleges/Universities, Financial Aid. NewJerseySIAA.org, New Jersey State Interscholastic Athletic Association, Directory of Boys/Girls Sports Index, Schedules. NewJerseyStatelib.org, New Jersey State Library, Directory of Public Libraries, Publications, Newspapers, Research Assistance. NewJerseyLeg.state.nj.us, New Jersey Legislature. NewJerseyEA.org, New Jersey Education. NEA.org, National Education Association. New Mexico Education Organization websites. State.nm.us, New Mexico homepage. ped.state.nm.us/higher.ed/index.html, New Mexico Department of Education, Directory of K-12 Schools. nmce.org, New Mexico Department of Education. nmact.org, New Mexico Activities Association, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index, Team Schedules. sdlib.state.nm.us, New Mexico State Library, Directory of Public Libraries, Publications, Research Assistance. elegis.state.nm.us/lcs/default.asp, New Mexico Legislature. nea-nm.org, New Mexico Education Association. New York Education Organization websites. state.ny.us, New York homepage. unix2.nicd.gov, New York State Library, Directory of Public Libraries, Publications, Newspapers, Research Assistance. nicd.gov, New York Department of Education, Directory of K-12 Schools, Academic Standards, Education News. HEC.com, New York Higher Education Services Corporation, Directory of Colleges and Universities, Financial Aid, Grants. NYSPHSAA.org, New York Public School Athletic Association. public.leginfo.state.ny.us, New York State Legislature. NYSUT.org, New York Education. North Carolina Education Organization websites. ncgov.com, North Carolina homepage. statelibrary.dcr.state.nc.us, North Carolina State Library, Directory of Public Libraries, Publications, Research Assistance. dpi.state.nc.us, North Carolina Department of Education, Directory of K-12 Schools, Academic Standards, News. CFNC.org, College Foundation of North Carolina, Directory of Colleges/Universities, Financial Aid, Grants. nchsaa.unc.edu, North Carolina High School Athletic Association, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index, Team Schedules. ncga.state.nc.us/homepage.pl, North Carolina General Assembly. ncga.state.nc.us/homepage.pl, General Statutes, NC Statutes Table of Contents. ncga.state.nc.us/ga-scripts/statutes/statutes.doc.pl Chapter =$0.115c, Chapter 115c, Elementary and Secondary Education, Statewide Testing Programs, Gifted Children. ncga.state.nc.us/ga-scripts/statutes/statutes.doc.pl Chapter =$0.116, Chapter 116, Higher Education, Financial Aid, Loan Fund for Prospective College Teachers. Health. ncae.org, North Carolina Education. North Dakota Education Organization websites. DiscoverND.com, North Dakota homepage. ndsl.lib.state.nd.us, North Dakota State Library. dpi.state.nd.us, North Dakota Education News. ndus.nodac.edu/students/default.asp?id=252, North Dakota University System, Directory of Colleges and Universities, Financial Aid, Grants. ndhsaa.com, North Dakota High Schools Activities, Association, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index. elegis.nd.gov, North Dakota, Legislature. elegis.nd.gov/information/statutes/cent-code.html, ND Century Code. nd.nea.org, North Dakota Education Association. Ohio Education Organization websites. ohio.gov, Ohio, homepage. winslow.state.oh.us, Ohio State Library. ode.state.oh.us, Ohio Department of Education. regents.state.oh.us/sgs, Ohio Board of Regents, Directory of Colleges and Universities, Financial Aid, Grants. ohsaa.org, Ohio High School Athletic Association, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index, Team Schedules. Supreme Court of Ohio.gov, Supreme Court of Ohio. ohio.org, Ohio Higher Education. Oklahoma Education Organization websites. ok.gov, Oklahoma homepage. odl.state.ok.us, Oklahoma State Library, Directory of Public Libraries. sde.state.ok.us/home/default.ie.html, Oklahoma Department of Education, Directory of K-12 Schools, Academic Standards. ok4saving.org, Oklahoma College Savings Plan, find out how to start/enhance your personal plan for saving for college. okhired.org/student-center/financial-aid, Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education, Directory of Colleges/Universities, Financial Aid, Grants. accessokc.com/partners/ASA, Oklahoma Secondary School Activities, Association. lsb.state.ok.us, Oklahoma Legislature. oka.org, Oklahoma Education. Oregon Education Organization websites. Oregon.gov, Oregon homepage. ode.state.or.us, Oregon State Library, Directory of Public Libraries, Publications, Newspapers, Research Assistance. ode.state.or.us, Oregon Department of Education, Directory of K-12 Schools, Academic Standards, Education News. osac.state.or.us/grants.html, Oregon Student Assistance Commission, Directory of Colleges and Universities, Financial Aid, Grants. Oregon.ihai.com/OSA, Oregon School Activities Association, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index, Team Schedules. leg.state.or.us, Oregon, State Legislative. Oregon.org, Oregon Education. Ormentors.org, Oregon Mentors, mentoring helps kids succeed in school and stay out of trouble. Pennsylvania Education Organization websites. State.pa.us, Pennsylvania Home page. Statelibrary.state.pa.us/libraries/site/default.asp, Pennsylvania State Library, Directory of Public Libraries. pde.state.pa.us, Pennsylvania Department of Education, Directory of K-12 Schools, Academic Standards, News. pdehired.state.pa/hire/cwp/browse.asp, A equals 13 and G equals 0 and G equals 22855 and HireNAV equals 1975, Pennsylvania Department of Higher Education, Directory of Colleges/Universities. PASHE.edu/content/?, Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education. PIA.org, Pennsylvania Interscholastic Association, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index. Elegis.state.pa.us, Pennsylvania General Assembly, Pennsylvania Consolidated. pacoda.com/secure/data/022/022toc.html, 22 Education, Select, Student Attendance, Pupil Transportation, Higher Education, Student Financial Aid, Charter Schools. psea.org, Pennsylvania Education. Chapter 3. Education Organizations and Government Education Departments by U.S. State. 3. Rhode Island Education Organization websites. ri.gov, Rhode Island homepage. olis.state.ri.us, Rhode Island State Library, Directory of Public Libraries, Publications, Research Assistance. ridoe.com, Rhode Island, Department of Education, Directory of K-12 Schools, Academic, Standards, News. ribghe.org/fin-aid.htm, Rhode Island Post-Secondary Education Resources, Directory of Colleges/Universities, Financial Aid. riil.org, Rhode Island Interscholastic League, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index, Team Schedules. rilin.state.ri.us/statutes/statutes.html, State of Rhode Island General Laws. neri.org, Rhode Island Education Association. South Carolina Education Organization websites. mycgov.com, South Carolina homepage. state.sc.us/scsl, South Carolina State Library, Directory of Public Libraries, Publications, Research Assistance. mycschools.com, South Carolina, Department of Education, Directory of K-12 Schools, Academic, Standards, News. che.sc.gov/student services/scholarships &grants.htm, South Carolina Commission on Higher Education, Directory of Colleges/Universities, Financial Aid. schsl.org, South Carolina High School League, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index, Team Schedules. scstatehouse.net, South Carolina Legislature. scstatehouse.net/code/titel59.htm, Title 59, Education Teachers, Charter Schools, Private Schools, Special Schools, Community, Education, Textbooks, Attendance. thescea.org, South Carolina Education Association. South Dakota Education Organization websites. state.sd.us, South Dakota homepage. sdstatelibrary.com, South Dakota State Library, Directory of Public Libraries, Publications, Research Assistance. state.sd.us/DECA, South Dakota, Department of Education, Directory of K-12 Schools, Academic, Standards, Education News. sdbor.edu, South Dakota Board of Regents, Directory of Colleges/Universities, Financial Aid, Grants. sdhsaa.com, South Dakota High School Activities, Association, Directory of Boys/Girls Sports Index, Team Schedules. Allegis.state.sd.us, South Dakota, Legislature. allegis.state.sd.us/statutes/index.aspx, Statutes and Constitution, South Dakota Codified Laws. sdea.org, South Dakota Education Association. Tennessee Education Organization websites. tn.gov, Tennessee homepage. state.tn.us/sos/statelib/tslaame.htm, Tennessee State Library, Directory of Public Libraries, Publications, Newspapers, Research, Assistance. state.tn.us/education, Tennessee Department of Education, Directory of K-12, Schools, Academic Standards, Education News. state.tn.us/tsac/stupor.htm, Tennessee Student Assistance Corporation, Directory of Colleges/Universities, Financial Aid, Grants. tSSAA.org, Tennessee Secondary School Athletic Association, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index, Schedules. mickey.com/tennessee/lpex.dll, f equals templates and fn equals main h.htmand equals fn code, Tennessee Code, Mickey's Legal Resources. tteachers.org, Tennessee Education Association. Texas Education Organization websites. state.tx.us, Texas homepage. tea.state.tx.us, Texas, Department of Education, Directory of K-12 Schools, Academic Standards, Education News. collegefortexans.com/cfbn/tofa.cfm $kind=gs, Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board. uil.utexas.edu, Texas University Interscholastic League, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index, Team Schedules. tea.state.tx.us, Texas, Education Agency, School Directory, District Locator, Grants, Program Evaluation, Teacher Resources. tsl.state.tx.us, Texas State Library, Directory of Public Libraries, Publications, Newspapers, Research, Assistance. tlo2.tlc.state.tx.us/statutes/ed.toc.htm, Texas Statutes Education Code, Public Education, Educational, Programs. Higher Education, Loan Programs. tsda.org, Texas Education Association. Utah Education Organization websites. utah.gov, Utah homepage. state.lib.ut.us, Utah State Library, Directory of Public Libraries, Publications, Newspapers, Research, Assistance. usoe.k12.ut.us, Utah Department of Education, Directory of K-12 Schools, Academic Standards, Education News. uhiaa.org/grants.htm, Utah, Higher Education Assistance Authority, Directory of Colleges/Universities, Financial Aid, Grants. usaa.org, Utah High School Activities Association, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index, Team Schedules. le.state.ut.us, Utah State, Legislature. utah.org, Utah Education. Vermont Education Organization websites. vermont.gov, Vermont homepage. dol.state.vt.us, Vermont State Library, Directory of Public Libraries, Publications, Newspapers, Research, Assistance. state.vt.us/educ, Vermont, Department of Education, Directory of K-12 Schools, Academic Standards, Education News. Services.vsac.org/ilwwcm/connect/vsac, Vermont Student Assistance Corporation, Directory of Colleges/Universities, Financial Aid, Grants. VPAonline.com, Vermont Principals Association, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index, Team Schedules. Mickey.com/Vermont/lbex.dll, F equals templates and FN equals mainH.htmand equals VEET code, Vermont Code Online. VTNEA.org, Vermont Education Association. Virginia Education Organization websites. Virginia.gov, Virginia homepage. lva.lib.va.us, Virginia State Library, Directory of Public Libraries, Publications, Newspapers, Research, Assistance. pen.k12.va.us, Virginia, Department of Education, Directory of K-12 Schools, Academic, Standards, Education News. 6bnet.org/cmsportal/education_836/education_1007/financial_1261, Commonwealth of Virginia Financial Aid, Directory of Colleges/Universities, Financial Aid, Grants. VASFAA.com, Virginia, Association of Student Financial Aid Administrators, administers financial aid, resources. VHSL.org, Virginia High School League, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index. leg.p50.us/cgi-bin/leg.p504.exe?$000+sign cod+sign TOC, Legislative Information System, Code of Virginia. leg.state.va.us/cgi-bin/leg.p504.exe?$000+sign cod+sign TOC, Table of Contents, Title 22.1 Education, System of Public Schools. VAOWeTeach.org, Virginia Education Association. Washington Education Organization websites. Access.wa.gov, Washington homepage. statelib.wa.gov, Washington State Library, Directory of Public Libraries, Publications, Research Assistance. k12.wa.us, Washington Department of Education, Directory of K-12 Schools, Academic Standards, Education News. hecb.wa.gov/paying/WADAIDPRGM/WADAIDPRGMindex.asp, Washington State Higher Education Board, Directory of Colleges/Universities, Financial Aid, Grants. WIA.com, Washington Interscholastic Activities, Association. leg.wa.gov/legislature, Washington State Legislature. apps.leg.wa.gov/rcw, Revised Code of Washington, Title 28A Common School Provisions, Title 28B Higher Education, Title 28C, Vocational Education. WashingtonEA.org, Washington Education Association. West Virginia Education Organization websites. wv.gov, West Virginia homepage. librarycommission.lib.wv.us, West Virginia State Library, Directory of Public Libraries, Publications, Research Assistance. wvda.state.wv.us, West Virginia Department of Education, Directory of K-12 Schools, Academic Standards, News. hepc.wvnet.edu/students/index.html, West Virginia Higher Education Commission, Directory of Colleges/Universities, Financial Aid, Grants. wvssac.org, West Virginia Secondary School Activities. elegis.state.wv.us, West Virginia Legislature. elegis.state.wv.us/wvcode/code.cfm, wv code. wva.org, West Virginia Education Association. Wisconsin Education Organization websites. wisconsin.gov, Wisconsin homepage. dpi.state.wi.us/dltcl/index.html, Wisconsin State Library, Directory of Public Libraries, Publications, Newspapers, Research, Assistance. dpi.state.wi.us, Wisconsin, Department of Education, Directory of K-12 Schools, Academic, Standards, News. hebe.state.wi.us/programs.html, Wisconsin Higher Education Aids Board, Directory of Colleges/Universities, Financial Aid, Grants. wiaawi.org, Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association, Directory of Boys and Girls Sports Index, Schedules. elegis.state.wi.us, Wisconsin, State Legislature. elegis.state.wi.us/rsb/statutes.html, Wisconsin Statutes and Annotations, Statutes Table of Contents, Educational Institutions. WEC.org, Wisconsin Education Association. Wyoming Education Organization websites. Wyoming.gov, Wyoming homepage. www.wsl.state.wy.us, Wyoming State Library, Directory of Public Libraries, Publications, Newspapers, Research, Assistance. UW Administration web.uwu.edu/sfa/schoolbook/schoolbook.htm, Wyoming University, Directory of Colleges/Universities, Financial Aid, Grants. K12.wy.us, Wyoming Department of Education, Directory of K-12 Schools, Academic Standards, Education News. WHSAA.org, Wyoming High School Activities Associations. elegisweb.state.wy.us, Wyoming, State Legislature. mickey.lexisnexis.com/wyoming/lbex.dll, f equals templates and fn equals main.htm, Mickey's Legal Resources, Wyoming Code. wyoming.gov/kids.asp, Wyoming Kids page, stories, puzzles, wildlife, school kids, dinosaur quiz.